Bob Gibson here, Negotiating Wisdom. I'm the negotiating guy from San Francisco. Several years ago, I went to a local rescue center and fell in love with a Western Collie. This was a great dog. We named him Neo, and I named him that because of the main character in The Matrix, the movie. In the Matrix movie, the main character was the One, and for me, this dog was the one. When I was in town, we were inseparable. When I wasn't on a plane, Neo and I were together. His favorite place was the dog park. And we had a great dog park. We had trees, we had ponds, they had all kinds of dogs. And some of the dogs, the labs, the retrievers, you could throw out a stick, a tennis ball, a frisbee into the water, and they'd swim out and get it and bring it back. They would do that all day. They didn't tire out. You could throw until your arm fell off, and they're not going to stop retrieving things. Now, other dogs like Neo, you couldn't get him out over about ankle deep. And you could try anything. You could beg, you could plead. I think you could put a stake on a little raft and float it out. He's not going out there. Now, I can hear you now thinking, Bob, what's that got to do with negotiating? Well, quite a bit. It's worth noting that this is not learned behavior with these animals. This is hardwired into the DNA. And with many people, that love of negotiating is the same way. You know, we've trained negotiators for 20 years, and we've done it in over 20 countries. And I'm here to tell you that if you find someone with average intelligence and train them well, they can be good negotiators. But if you want a superstar, if you want a trained killer, you need to find someone with that instinct. It needs to be hardwired into the DNA. And you know the litmus test for that? How you know when you found it? When they find themselves in these head-to-head confrontational situations, they just love it. They thrive on it. You know, most people, when they find themselves in these confrontational situations, it's uncomfortable and they try to avoid those. The two trained killers, that it's in the DNA, they thrive on it. There was a book several years ago called Bloodsport, and that's how they think of negotiating. So if you've got a negotiation coming up where you need a superstar, where you need that trained killer, find someone who absolutely loves it. They may not be sophisticated yet. They may not know advanced techniques and tactics, but if they've got the right stuff, that's the person you should invest in. You know, people bring me in for a couple of things, a couple of business objectives. They want their people to negotiate more effectively. And they bring me in to coach a team through a negotiation that's too important to lose. If either of those are a good fit for you, click the link below and let's talk.